y'all, Shay here. This is a whip and chat. Whip, WIP, stands for work in progress, and thank you for being here. It is Wednesday for me / Thursday for you if you're watching this the day that it comes out. And yeah, I just do these weekly. We're just gonna diamond paint, and I'm gonna diamond paint, and y'all can work on whatever you want to work on. It is, what time is it? It's about 2:30. So I normally try to do these earlier in the day, but it's just, you know, it's been a little crazy. We'll get into that. But let me talk about what I'm using. I'm actually, my diamond painting is upside down right now. It's one of the dessert cups. And I'll put up a picture probably and leave it right around here. And so you can see what it looks like. I got these, I got all 12 months and they're super cute. They all have the, you know, October right here. And they've got like these little, you know, you can sell, I've got it upside down, but you can tell there's like a coffee cup and they're all themed. And then it says boo right here at the bottom. So yeah, I'm about halfway. So I did the bottom half first and then I flip it. And then now I'm working on the top row. I'm on the third square, like halfway. Ton of color blocking. When we say color blocking, you know, that means that all one color. I think I moved my magnet when I moved it. All one color. Like here, all the whites, and you can just get your multi-placer and just go to town. So where's my pen? Oh, here it is. It rolled away. So let's talk about what, so this is FGNORMAL, and I'll have them linked down below. And great quality kits. They are like budget friendly, so not very expensive. I am using an orange Munimade tray. 3D printed tray. This is one of her larger ones. Speaking of Munimade, I had a friend alert me, Alyssa, the diamond painting accountant, alerted me that Munimade had put out some trays, and her trays are very, very hard to get. So I ran over there real quick, dropped what I was doing, ran over there, and I got some new trays. So I didn't do an unboxing. I couldn't wait. I just, these are the translucent ones. So I got this orange translucent, and it does have the lid and the stopper, which I don't use either one, but I don't think I had an option to not have it. But it's a little bit of a, you can see my hands probably. Yeah, you can see my fingers a little bit. So it's the translucent. I got the orange. I don't remember the exact names of these, but I did get the orange. And these came really fast too. And then I got, this was called Emerald. I think I got the green. Again, it's got the lid and the stopper. They just pop off. Hopefully I can pop them off. There you go. Yep, and it's again translucent. And then I got this really pretty blue. This did not come with a lid or a stopper, and it was a little more, it was a little cheaper. So I got this really pretty blue, and y'all, this is probably my favorite color. Look at this. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but it's like a purple, like a fuchsia pink. It's so pretty. So yeah, so I got some new trays. So I'll be using those, and I haven't ordered trays from her in a long time. I am on the list for a custom, but I'm way far down on the list. So yeah, that's some of her trays. And I'm also using my Lexi Sparkle Craft, my resin trinket tray. And then my pens are, this is from Enabler's Outpost. I got this in my mystery box last year. My Halloween, it's got little pumpkins in there. And I'm using, let's see, Merry Mud Grape Putty in my 7-placer. And micro glue dots in my single placer. And then in the orange, this pen came from Diamond Pen Pal. And they have the no roll, right? It's got the flat edge so it doesn't roll anywhere. Now this putty is new to me. I just put it in there, and I'm gonna talk about a new company to me, and I'll have all these information linked down below. I was asked by April Harris if I would show some of her putty. Putty Crocker's Boutique and more. We've got Erica's Rainbow Skittles. This is the one I'm using right now. It's Beetle Stripes. It looks like Beetlejuice. And then there's also Hawaiian Beach Babe. So y'all got to show y'all this, and it smells so good. I was trying to think what it smells like. I would say almost like green apple would be the best description. But look at this fun putty. It's total Beetlejuice. It's called Beetle Stripes 2. It's got all the glitter in it, and y'all, it does not leave a residue. Oh, it smells so good. As soon as I cracked it open, I can smell it. It smells really good. It almost smells like grape too. I would say grape more than apple. Yeah, I'm smelling grape now. Yep, definitely grape. So yeah, I'll have her link down below. So if you want to go check out her putty, I'm loving it. So thank you, April, for sending these to me. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this. And they're packaged really well. I like all the cute bags. Look at these cute little bags. Yes, so the packaging was really nice. So thank you, April. So I'll have her website linked down below and her information. And I've got my tweezers and my ceramic cutter. I'm using my Harbor Freight for this because there's only 20 colors. So it fits in there perfectly. And I've just got it labeled October Dessert Cup, and that just comes right off with a wipe. And then my cover binder, I don't know where I got this from. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. So if I think about it and if I can find out where I got it, I'll link it down below. I think that's it. And I've got some sparkling water, so if y'all want to grab something to drink. I'm a little discombobulated today. I almost didn't do a whip and chat because I thought I'm a mess. I'm not going to be able to focus. But I didn't want to miss it, y'all, because I've missed you guys. I did not go live this past Sunday. I normally go live on Sundays at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. But I took this Sunday off because I've talked about it in the past, but I don't think I've talked about it lately. But we are doing a house refresh, and it's not really a renovation, but it kind of feels like it is. But we're getting the entire house repainted. We're getting new carpets. We're getting just little things here and there. New kitchen cabinets, not kitchen cabinets, but paint. We're getting a new color. They're black right now, and I've never liked the black, but that's how they came within the house, and I've always wanted them lighter. So yes, we're getting all that done. So with that means you have to pack everything up. Yes, you have to pack up all the things, you guys. It feels like we're moving. So I spent this past Sunday like starting to stress about the fact that I haven't really started packing yet. They start the work October 2nd. So we will have to live in a hotel for a week or two. That's how long they said it's going to take to do the project. Because in addition to the carpet and repainting the walls, they're also going to be refinishing our floors. We have some hardwood floors downstairs, and they're going to be working on those. So, oh my gosh, I just realized I forgot to ask you guys, how are you? I hate that I forgot that, you guys. How are you? You guys good? Let me know. I seriously mean it. How are you? I think about you guys all the time. I always, read all your comments, and I love catching up with you guys. So let me know what you did during this time, what projects you're working on, what you got done. So yeah, let me know. I'm nosy. Plus I care. I love you guys. So I want to know what you're up to. Yeah, so that's just been top of mind right now, is just packing. And it's not just packing, because I feel like for instance, we have this cabinet that's got board games and puzzles and gift bags and wrapping paper, right? And so, or not wrapping paper, but tissue paper for gift bags for birthdays and stuff. I've got my Christmas stuff, packed away in a different bin, but so all that kind of stuff. And I didn't just want to go throw it all in a box. So I've been going through everything and purging. So it's mentally, physically, it's just been a lot. And today I felt really, really tired. And I'm like, I think it's starting to get to me. We're using those black bins. We are going to use some boxes too. We've got, our contractor actually offered us some free boxes. And I was like, yes, please. For some of the lighter stuff, I have to empty the linen closet. See, the thing is, we have to empty out closets because they're carpeted, and we're getting new carpet. So yeah. So I got to pack up the entire kitchen. Y'all, it's just so much. So I feel like the channel, I hope it doesn't suffer, but I just wanted y'all to give you a heads up. And not that it's going to suffer, but I might not be as involved, in the next couple of weeks. And as it gets closer, I might be having to focus on the house stuff. And then, just the couple of weeks that we're actually gone in a hotel, but I've done whip and chats remotely before. That's not a big deal. Hopefully I can still do my lives. So speaking of lives, but I really did miss you guys. It was so weird when 4 o'clock came around. I kept looking at my clock and I thought, okay, should I do it? But I ended up instead, I did a pop-up live on Friday night. There were some folks that normally go live on Friday, and for whatever reason, I didn't see them live. And I was like, you know what? I'm home alone. The kids are all busy. I wanted to see what you guys were up to. And we had a great time. I know a lot of you were there, and thank you for the fun, the laughs. I mean, if you haven't seen it and you want to go check it out, it's PG-13-ish. Maybe riding on the rails of an R, but I don't think so. I don't think we were that bad. I mean, we were bad, but I don't think we were that bad. but it was fun, y'all. We just let loose, had some laughs. Some people said that they really needed it, so I'm glad that I could, you know, I needed it too, you guys, for sure. We all just needed to take a little break. It's been just a little too serious lately, so yeah. But this Sunday, hopefully everything goes as planned, because my craft room, we're actually using my craft room as a holding room, if you will, for our stuff. So because my craft room is fairly new, we're not having anything done in here. It's great, but it almost looks like, if you were to see it right now, it would look like it's all empty. So I had to empty, I had to put everything that was on my cabinets, on top of my cabinets, my pens, all my fun things. I had my trays, I had to put everything away, because we're going to use this room to hold bins and furniture, and we're going to try to not, so the kids' rooms are upstairs, and we're going to try to keep all the stuff that's upstairs upstairs, so we're not having to move furniture and boxes up and down the stairs. So my poor craft room looks so bare and so empty and so sad. I didn't have to take anything off the walls, obviously, but all the counter space, and then my desk that I'm using right now, that's in the middle of the room, my diamond painting desk, is on wheels. So we're actually just going to wheel it up in the corner and just load it up. So I'm a little worried. I don't know how much diamond painting I'll get to do. I mean, I'm definitely going to take, you know, some with me for the hotel room, because when the kids are at school during the day, you know, hopefully I can diamond paint in the room. I'm not going to have a whole lot of other things to do. I mean, I'm sure I'll be coming by the house to check on the progress and everything, but because we're not going to be staying far away because the kids have school. So probably, but the thing is, we've got 3 dogs, and so we have to find a hotel room. My husband's looking into them now, because we still have 2 weeks to see who takes dogs. He thinks that a lot of the Marriotts will accept dogs. So yeah, 3 kids, 3 dogs in a hotel room for 2 weeks. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Well, I know because it's starting to show up physically a little bit. Like I said, I'm feeling kind of off. I think the stress is, the other day I had like decision paralysis. I don't know if that's what it's called, but I didn't know what to pack next. And so I talked to my husband that night, because he's in China, and so he can't really be part of it right now. And so I'm doing this all without him, and I just feel like there's so much to do, and I didn't know where to start. But once I started in the guest room, and I packed up that room and the closet, and then I started on the kitchen, but I realized I need some of that paper to like wrap breakable stuff in, because our glasses and stuff. And so he ordered a roll of that from Amazon when I was talking to him the other night. He goes, let me go ahead and order that for you real quick. I'm like, okay. So, and another thing is, you don't want to pack up too much, because you still need things for 2 weeks, right? Like the kitchen stuff, like the pots and pans. And for those of you that are moved or have moved recently, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's just not fun. I hate moving. We've moved quite a bit with my husband's job over the years, and we've stayed put for a long time. So we've collected a lot of things, and I've come to the realization that we have too much shit. We do. I dropped off a carload of stuff yesterday to our local resale place that takes donations, and it was so funny. It was an older gentleman. He came out to my car and he was helping me unload the stuff. He goes, oh, you're an empty nester now, huh? And I'm like, because what I was dropping off was puzzles and games and all the boys' old Legos. I was going to try to sell them, but I was like, I ain't got time for that. And plus, they're just a bunch of random Legos and bins. There was a lot of Legos, and I'm just thinking about all the money that we spent on all the Legos. So, y'all, my whole life, I feel like, is being turned upside down, and I don't know how I feel about it. Well, I don't like it. I don't like change. I like routine. I like, you know, so I'm really trying to look at the positive side. You know, obviously, it's giving me a chance to clean things out, which in the long run will make me feel better, because clutter kind of stresses me out. But it naturally happens over time. You just collect stuff, right? And you buy more and you buy more. So, you know, and plus, you know, doing all the projects for the house, the refresh, it's mainly been my husband's want more than mine, but I know that it is needed. It's just, I know it's gonna look good when it's all done. So I'm just trying to really focus on, okay, this will be worth it. This is worth it. This is worth it. You know, I'm getting rid of stuff. I'm dusting, purging, and then we're gonna have new paint. It's gonna look better. It's gonna look brighter. Because right now our walls are a like a light tan color. It's whatever they just put in all the houses when they had them built. And it's really, really cheap paint. And so it's been chipping and it just is looking worn out. And so we're gonna be going with a white. My husband and I were watching a ton of YouTube videos on, you know, the trend right now of paint colors. And so we're gonna go white, and well, not white, but it's called Alabaster, I think is the name of it. And then the kitchen cabinets won't be black anymore. They'll be a really pretty, like a light gray color, accessible beige, I think is what we're going with. And then the kitchen island is gonna be a different color, like a green. So it was fun picking out colors. So actually this is getting me excited. I've just been kind of hemming and hawing over all the labor and all the hard work, you know, of having to pack up everything when you're not really moving. But this has been good. To really, you know, outwardly talk it out loud and go, okay, you know, talk it out, going, okay, this is good. This is good. It's going to be worth it. We just got to get through this part. So, and the kids aren't really excited about it. And I've asked them to pack up their rooms. I brought 3 black bins up to each of their rooms. Lou and I actually started working on hers. She's got a million stuffed animals. So I didn't want to use bins for those. So we've got like 4 black trash bags full of stuffed animals. And so I'm trying to convince her to donate some of them, get rid of some, but that's not going very well. But we did pack up one of her shelves today. So yeah, I'm just trying to do something every day. But y'all just hang with me. I don't know what life's gonna look like, you know? So I'll definitely try not to ignore you, but if you can give me some grace and some prayers, because I don't know what's gonna happen. Everything is just feeling so out of whack, and it definitely is just gonna get worse. So, but my husband comes home this weekend. He comes home on Saturday night, and so we'll have a week. He'll be jet lagged probably for the first part, but we'll have a week together of being able to pack up the house together and getting a lot more done, hopefully. Because he's really good at kind of giving me direction, and because I get my ADHD or whatever else it might be, just I can't make a decision. And so it's been really hard for me to like get going. I just keep moving from room to all the different rooms. And so maybe he can help me focus. So we'll have a week together to do that. And then we'll have one more week, and then it's go time. The contractor is ordering a pod for us. Have y'all ever seen those big pods? It's just like a big storage container, and they put it in your driveway, and it will hold our furniture. Yeah, so, you know, and with that being said, I've been really, really tired for a long time, and I don't know what it is. And I think I mentioned this in my last Whip and Chat, but I went and saw my psychiatrist recently, and we're having blood work. He wanted me to have blood work done to try to figure out what it could be and if anything's off. And so I looked on Quest's website because one of y'all had suggested it, which I really appreciate. I went on there and I made an appointment for Thursday. So Thursday morning at like 9 is the earliest I could get. So I need to fast after midnight, and I'm gonna drink lots of water, but I hate giving blood. I can't stand it. It's the worst thing. Well, throwing up and that is like tied, I think. Probably throwing up's worse, but that's number 2. But it is bad, y'all. I think I need to switch out my glue dots or switch them around. I'm gonna show y'all a little trick while we're here in case you don't know. If you do use micro glue dots and they stop being as sticky, what you can do is just grab your tweezers, and it's like a booger. You just pull it out and then just turn it around and pop it back in the opposite way. And sometimes it just refreshes it, but I'm not sure if I've already done this once. I think I have. So I might need to put a whole new glue dot in there. But yeah, so you just flip it, and it normally gives you a little more time with it, because I don't like switching out wax and putty. Yeah, that seems better. Sometimes it just gets a little dirty and you need to just switch it out. But y'all, I just feel like there's so much, but I missed you. I missed you guys last Sunday. I really did. And so let's talk about this Sunday. So this Sunday, hopefully all goes well and nothing changes with the craft room and just with everything that's going on moving. But I'm going to be celebrating some birthdays. So this Sunday, the 24th, September 24th, is Veronica, who I also lovingly call Vern, and her YouTube name, and she does have a YouTube channel. It's Sapphires and Ocean Waves. Veronica, if you don't know her, she also goes live, or she does Sunday Scaries live with Sophie, the Diamond Help Desk. But I'll put Veronica's channel linked down below, so y'all can go check her out if you haven't already. But Vern is she's a sweetheart, you guys. I love her. It's her birthday on Sunday, and I wanted to celebrate her. So we're gonna go live, and my birthday's the next day. My birthday's the 25th on Monday, this coming Monday. So we thought it would be really fun to do a combo birthday live. Yeah, so that's gonna be Sunday, so please join us. Never know what'll happen. You never know, y'all. The lives just sometimes go in their own direction. I never really have anything planned, and it just kind of goes, which I like, you know? It just kind of happens how it's supposed to happen. The conversation, we can end up on so many different topics. And just like the last one, you know, on Friday, like the pop-up live that I did, which was so fun. I need to do more pop-up lives because I was able to see some folks that can't do Sundays, but they were able to do that Friday night one. So I was able to see some folks I haven't seen in a while and that I've missed. And then I also missed some other folks that didn't know I was going live. So it was like, but it was good. But we got on the subject of clowns. Somebody said something about a clown, and then I ended up divulging, which I'll tell y'all in case you haven't seen it because I've already put it out there, but I used to have a clown collection. Yep, I did. I admit it. It's embarrassing to say, but I can admit it because it's true and it's my past, and I'm ashamed to some degree because it's embarrassing, but I was 9 when I started my clown collection, and my mom and dad had a curio cabinet in our house that was dedicated to my clown collection. And the first one started, we were in Mexico on a vacation, and they had this paper mache clown that was holding some balloons. So I thought that'd be a cool little like souvenir to bring home from Mexico. And, you know, clowns, we used to go to the circus, and so clowns have always, you know, been fun to me. You know, and as a 9-year-old, I didn't really have the whole, you know, clowns are creepy thing yet. But I remember boyfriends would come over as I got older, and I remember their reaction. It's like, you have a clown collection? It's kind of embarrassing, y'all. And my husband's like, no. So I ended up selling them. I don't remember how old I was, but yeah, and then once I started collecting them, it became like this thing, you know, like when you know someone in your family or friend collects said thing, that's what you get for them, right? For presents. So every Christmas, birthday, I would always get tons of clowns. And I had a pretty cool collection. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty cool. All different ones, like the clown playing the saxophone, the clown, you know, with another clown playing in the car, you know, just all kinds of things, doing what clowns do. So, but then, you know, the movie It, you know, by Stephen King, you know, Pennywise and all this creepy clowns started, and yeah, but they have a bad reputation, which I get it. They are creepy, but the clowns I had weren't creepy. So, but yes, I forget where I was going with that. I didn't take notes today, which, by the way, if y'all want to look up for a second, this is my notes. Let me show y'all. I wrote whip and chat. I wrote the date, but yeah, my mind was just a blank. It was a blank. I was like, oh boy, this is going to be an interesting one. I can't be organized every single week. Things just don't, you know, it's real life. Things just don't happen that way. I've got a kid home sick today. I've got 2 kids that are sick today. Lou is home today. She woke up this morning. She was kind of telling me she had a sore throat yesterday, and she hasn't missed a day of school yet. So I was like, and they started beginning of August, but she had too many absences last year. So I was like, we're not going to start that this year. And I was so proud of her because she hadn't missed a day yet. But I took her temperature and it was 99. And I was like, you know, that could be a low-grade fever. I'm going to call it that. She really didn't feel good. And I was really tired this morning. And so when we made the decision that I was going to let her stay home, it was about 7 o'clock in the morning because we get up around 6. And so by 7, I was like starting to make her lunch, and that's when she told me she's like, let me check your temperature. So when I saw it was 99, I was like, oh. So I went back to bed. Y'all, I woke up at 9:30, and I already gotten a full night's rest. So I don't know what's going on. And it took me forever to get going today. I just feel but I did take a shower. I thought maybe that would help. I have been walking in the mornings during the week. Every morning I've been doing like 3 miles. walking the dogs. But this morning it didn't happen. It just wasn't, you know, she didn't go to school and it just wasn't the routine. I just felt so tired. Yesterday I had to take Jasper to the vet for a follow-up for his butt. And he's on another round of antibiotics. They looked at it and it was just a nurse visit, and they just said, you know, it's looking good, it's healing, there's some scar tissue and this and that, but we want to see him back in a month, and we want you to do 1 more week of antibiotics. So I had to buy more antibiotics for him, and so he's on those twice a day again. But bless his heart, y'all, he just got some issues. But I have to tell you, at this vet office, they had mentioned to us a while back in just conversations that they were short a receptionist. And I thought to myself, I wonder, I love animals, absolutely love animals, y'all. I'm obsessed. And I was like, how cool would it be? Because I thought when when I'm old grandma, I was like, it'd be so fun to like just play with the pets and like bring animals back to the rooms and like help out where you can. And I thought, what a cool job, you know, when I'm old and great one day and I need something to do. But I changed my mind yesterday after what I saw. Now this is a trigger warning. So it has to do with a pet needing to be put down. So if you don't want to listen, skip this part, and I won't talk about it for long. But y'all, I changed my mind because I was kind of considering it. I'm like, I could do a receptionist job. I was an administrative assistant for years in marketing. I was like, I can do this in the corporate world. I can do this. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I could just, you know, drop off Lou at school and then I could work there during the day. But yesterday when I was waiting for Jasper, he went back there with a nurse, and I was sitting there, and a couple comes in and they've got their cat wrapped up in a towel. You know, underneath the cat is a towel, they're holding him, and you can tell the woman's been crying, and her husband's I think he's like a firefighter. He had like his fireman clothes on, and they both look upset, and I'm trying not to look at them. And then, I'm assuming it's the daughter, maybe, I'm not sure. She comes in to meet them, and she's in tears, and they take them back to a room. Yeah, I can't. Nope. It affected me all day. It bothered me all day. I was like, okay, I can't. Even talking about it, y'all, I can't. So, and the receptionist had to like deal with it all because she was having, you know, Jasper came back, and I was just watching. She went and got waters for them, and she opened up the door, and I could hear them in there crying. I was like, nope. So being a receptionist at a vet's office is a lot harder than it looks. So no wonder they're short-staffed, because I know every time I've gone in there, they have a new one. So the turnover must be a really, really tough job. And I know the vet tech that had told us that they were short a receptionist one day that I was there, and it was super crazy and busy, and they were behind schedule, and they were apologizing. I was like, it's fine. And she was like, and I was like, oh, receptionist. And Ryan happened to be with me that day. And I was kind of looking at him going, hey bud, you're looking for a job. Why don't you come work here? Because his very first job was working with animals for a summer. So he's got somewhat of some experience. And he's like, no, I can't see animals that are hurt. I was like, yeah, that's true. That would just be, yeah. But the vet tech did mention, she goes, yeah, the only thing about this job is it can be pretty demanding with the animals' owners. I was like, oh. So it sounds like some people get a little sideways, which, come on now. I mean, I know you love your pets, and you're going to like, I don't know exactly what she meant by that or what the scenarios have been, but I guess I could kind of see that. People coming with their animals and maybe not being so nice. So, yep. But yeah, so Jasper, some more money for his butt. But yeah, he's on the antibiotics again for a week. So hopefully he gets that better. But I will have to take him in on a regular basis to have it looked at and expressed, which is gross. Speaking of dogs and butts, I'm going to talk about something gross just for a sec. So if you have a weak stomach, I know I'm trying to do better at giving y'all warnings. A lot of my life is just gross stuff, I swear. So we have our yard people come, and the landscapers come and cut the grass on Wednesdays. And in our backyard, we don't have any grass. It's just a pool, and there's just concrete. And we do have a little area of turf you know, the fake grass for the dogs. It's like, it's like on the side of the house. There's just a little bit, but that's where the dogs go to the bathroom. And I can't say we're not the best at cleaning it up all the time. Anyways, I noticed the last few times the landscape guys are using their blower and they're blowing all the dog poop into the river rocks. Try picking up dog poop out of rocks. It ain't happening. You're just gonna end up picking up rocks too. It's so hard. So I had to send an email. I sent an email the other day. And I was like, okay, how do I position this email? What do I put in the subject line? I was like, first I had typed in, please stop. And I was like, that's rude. I don't want to say it like that. And I was like, dog stool or dog bowel movements. I was like, I didn't know. I was like, what? Why am I struggling with this? I didn't know what the subject should be. So after I was done skirting around with it for a little bit, I was like, you know what? Whatever. I shouldn't care what the subject is. I'm just going to put dog poop. So I just put dog poop in the subject line. And I said, yes, can you tell your crew to stop blowing the dog poop into the rocks? Because it makes it very difficult to clean up. You can't even clean it up. And that's just bad. So the guy emails me back. I'm assuming it's a guy. I think it's a guy. And he changes the subject line in my email, which I took offense to. And he renamed it droppings. I was like, why didn't I think of that? Here I was struggling, you know. So now I'm referring to the dog's poop as droppings. So when the kids go pick up the dog droppings. But yeah, so and they came back telling me, well, you know, we'll try, but they still have to blow. And I'm like, no, there's no grass back there. They don't need to blow. I don't think you're understanding it's turf. There's no grass in the backyard. They don't need to blow that area. They're not cutting anything. So it should be pretty, I don't know, pretty simple. Maybe I'm not getting what they're doing, but yeah, so droppings, y'all. Take that. I was like, okay. Yeah, a lot more professional than what I had said. But oh well, what are you gonna do, right? And then my car, remember I told y'all about my car getting, I ran over a bucket and it tore up my bumper. So I was trying to find, so I called in a claim with the insurance company, and the lady is hella rude. I mean, super rude. So, you know, I contact the insurance company. They're like, yeah, an adjuster will call you and handle all your stuff. I'm like, great. So this lady calls me, and she's really curt and really short with me, and just like, she's like, just rude. Really, 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 really rude. Not nice at all. And I was like, wait, I didn't do anything wrong here. This was not my fault. And this is just, you know, I'm just trying to get it repaired. So she tells me what I need to do, and told her, you know, I need to go to a shop and, you know, have them email an estimate and blah, blah, blah. Well, I am having a hard time finding a shop that I feel comfortable with and that works on my type of car, right? And that I want to go to. And they're not getting back to me yet. I'm just struggling. So she has been harassing me, and she's so rude with her voicemails. And I just want to tell her, you know what? Just forget about it. It should be my priority, not yours. But maybe she's getting in trouble for like having a claim open and not dealt with. But I talked to her after she let in her, she's like, I have left you 2 voicemails and you have not called me back yet. I mean, she talks to me like I'm a child. And so I called her back, and I was talking to her, and I was like, so here's the situation, here's an update. I don't have anything yet to email you. I don't have an estimate yet. The shop's not getting back to me. So that's where we're at. Okay, well, when shall I call you next to follow up? I was like, next week. So she calls me yesterday, and I see it's her, and I didn't answer the phone. I was like, I don't want to get yelled at because I don't have an update for her. I followed up with the shop, and y'all. And plus with all this house stuff going on, it just felt like it hasn't been a priority. So I don't know if I just tell her, hey, but anyway, she called me and she's like, I need you to call. So yeah, so I got to deal with that rude lady. Yep. Why you got to be so rude, lady? Like the song says, why you got to be so rude? There's just no, I don't know, maybe she doesn't like her job. So maybe it's not me, it's her. But I don't even want to deal with her. So that's happening. I'm on my car, so nothing's really happened there. Yeah, I'll tell you what, y'all. Look, I'm done. with that bat that I was working on. So I've got one more, but I'm gonna stop and get a little sip of water. I don't think this whip and chat's gonna be a full hour because I didn't take notes. I don't really remember everything that's actually happened. Oh yeah, but I was saying sick kids. So yeah, Lou's homesick and sick, right? And she wanted me to go get her canes for lunch, and I went, oh, I almost got in a car accident today. That's something that happened. And then the guy gave me the finger and was staring me down and honking his horn and yelling at me. And I'm like, no, 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 no. It was your fault, not mine, is how I see it. So let me tell y'all what happened. You tell me what you think. So I was going down the street, just a road, and like not the highway, but just like a street in the neighborhoods. And there's a light, and the light turns green as I'm approaching it. There's a big ass truck riding my butt, and I'm in a car. So there's a truck right behind me. I didn't really notice it until I looked at my rearview mirror when I had to slam on the brakes, because there was a guy sitting at the green light. And when the light had changed, he didn't go. And so I put my horn on and I had to slam on my brakes, and the guy behind me in the big truck almost hit me. So then the guy gets over that was in front of me that I almost hit, that's chilling at a green light, and he gives me a dirty look and gives me the finger and is giving me like the evil eye. And I'm like, what? I had to honk at you. You weren't moving. And I almost got smashed from behind. Y'all, I was like, I almost got in an accident just going to get some lunch, going to get some fast food, going to get some chicken. And in Texas, you know, they got these big ass trucks, and yeah, y'all, it would have crushed me. But you know, and I don't know how long, I mean, I saw the light changing as we were approaching. So here's the deal too. We were already going, you know, a certain speed. And so I kind of needed that guy to go, right? And so we really were, he was at a standstill, but we were driving kind of faster. And then, yeah. Yeah. But he was looking at me and giving me the nastiest, dirtiest look. I was like, ooh, if looks could kill. So then I had to pull over into the shopping center right after that happened and go to Cane's. And I kept looking in my rearview mirror and I was like, I hope he's not following me, because he was mad. I was like, all I did was honk at you because you were just sitting there. I don't know. I don't think it was my fault. I don't think he had a reason to be mad at me, but I know what it's like. I don't like to be honked at either. I mean, I know no one wants to be honked at, but I needed you to go, dude. You needed to press the gas. So, yep, that happened. What else has been happening? So that's car stuff, but kid stuff. So Lou's sick, and then Ryan has been having some stomach issues. He's been getting sick randomly, taking pictures for proof and wanting to show me. And I'm like, I don't want to see that. Y'all, my life, the things I have to deal with. I mean, kids and dogs are just gross sometimes. I'm like, ugh, why? So, yep, I told him I was good. I did not need to see proof, because a lot of times, you know, I don't believe him if he says he's not, because he hasn't been going to school. But he's going to community college, and he says that everything's online and he's keeping up with everything. And I'm like, okay. So I'm a little nervous about the school situation for my oldest. I don't know, but he's sick. And then Nate, my 17-year-old, is he stayed home from school day before last with I think his allergies, maybe a cold. He's congested, no fever though. So yeah, it's kind of making its rounds. I just hope I don't get sick, because I can't right now, y'all, with, you know, all this house stuff. But speaking of Nate, he's the one that recently got his first girlfriend that I told y'all about. And so homecoming is a really big deal here in Texas. It's a football game, it's a dance, it's like a big deal. And it's where you probably heard about them before. It's where the girls get a mum, and it's like a big flower with these big ribbons hanging off of it with bells and whistles and all the things, and you can get really obnoxious with them. So it's a tradition here. Well, I asked Nate, I said, hey, hold on. Okay, sorry. Lou came in here and asked if she could play. I'm like, girl, you didn't go to school today. What's wrong with you? Anyways, so yeah, so I asked Nate, I said, hey, have you, are you guys gonna, you know, are you gonna give your girlfriend a mum? You know, because normally the boy, you know, buys that and we need to like plan for it and everything. And what are y'all doing? Do you need to get an outfit for the dance? And what are your plans? Because I think it's September 29th is homecoming. And I thought, he hasn't said anything yet. Well, he goes, yeah, her and I talked about it and both of us decided it's too much hassle and we're good. We're not going to do any of it. I was like, what? No, that's what she said, but that's not what she meant. I'm like, I'm a girl. I know. I'm like, if I had a boyfriend and I said, okay, here's the question I have for y'all. You're not going to the dance, right? He's like, right. I said, okay. I said, but she's going to be at school that day and all the girls wear their mums to school that day of the Friday of the football game. I said, are you going to go to the football game? He's like, yeah. I'm like, the girls also wear their mums to the football game. I said, you should get her one. I'm like, maybe I could make, he goes, Mom, no. I'm like, what? He goes, Mom. I'm like, Nate, I'm trying to help you out. I'm like, maybe I could make one. I said, that might be biting off more than I can chew because I've never made one before. But I mean, I'll do what we got to do, but come on. I said, Nate, do you like her? I'm like, if you like her. And I said, I know it's like when girls say, oh, I'm fine. I'm like, normally they're not. And he's like, you and Dad are giving me all this advice and y'all are a lot older and things have changed. I'm like, that hasn't changed. A girl is a girl is a girl. And we like to be treated nicely and bought things, you know, like flowers and the mums. I'm like, I'm telling you, I think she would really appreciate it. And I think you should give her one. And he was like, well, I'll ask her. I was like, well, I kind of want to surprise her. He's like, what if it's not something she wants? And what if it embarrasses her to wear something like that? And I was like, okay. I'm like, oh, I said, you know what? I've said enough. I'll leave it up to you. Because I felt like I was bugging him. But at least I put my 2 cents in. And we'll see. Because at first he was like, well, how much those cost? They're like $100 or $200, right? And I'm like, yeah, they can be. But I wouldn't do like a real big one. And so I don't want him not to give her one because of the money or, you know, because that's special. They're a junior in high school and it's his first girlfriend and yeah, he's learning. I mean, my husband's been telling him that he needs to take her out to dinner and you know, treat her nice and take her out to dinner, take her out. And Nate's like, we don't do that kind of stuff. We just like hang out at each other's houses and watch movies. He's like, So that's when he was like, you and Dad are giving me all this advice. I'm like, we're trying to help you out. We have experience. And he just rolled his eyes. I don't think he likes our advice. He just keeps saying things have changed. I'm like, well, he goes, okay, Mom, when did you graduate high school? And I said, 1993. He's like, what? Like 30 years ago? I was like, what? I said, I'm going to be 49 next week. I said, what? Yes, I'm older. And he was giving me a hard time about being old. I was like, boy, get out of here. So we'll see. I'll keep y'all posted on the mum situation. I don't think I should make one because I'm not real. It'd probably be hard. It's probably more than I can handle, especially right now with everything. But I think she would really appreciate it. So y'all let me know down in the comments if you agree with me. If you think, you know, I don't know. I don't know her well enough, and I don't think she would be embarrassed. I think she would appreciate it. So it's just like when girls are like, oh, I don't want flowers. I'm okay. It's like, everybody, I mean, I think most people like flowers. So, yep. So that's what's going on here. I don't know how long we've been going because I had to pause it once Lou came in here. But this is probably going to be a shorter one. I'm just multi-placing away. But yeah, I'll go ahead and say goodbye. And hopefully y'all were able to catch up on some things. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it and I feel better. I always do. And if y'all enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up on your way out. They really do help. And if you have not subscribed, I am really, really close to 6,000 subscribers. I'm on the road to 6K. I'm less than 100 away. So yes, if y'all have not subscribed, please do. Love to have you. It's free. So just click on that subscribe button down below. And then there's a notification bell right next to that. And if you click that, you'll be notified whenever I post up any new videos. All right. Love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Okay. All right. Take care. Bye.